Hello, folks. My name is Toastiota, and I am a commentator. More specifically, I'm your commentator. I've been hired to provide commentaries on various things. The first assignment was a book written by a Dr. Seuss. It's called Marvin Mooney, Will You Please Go Now? I read it and I found it to be whimsical and overall fairly delightful, although there were some fantastical ideas that I could not wrap my mind around. For instance, going by a crunk car, or going by a zumblezay, or going by a bumbleboat, or going by a gazoom. There's all sorts of just weird things that he made up that are not even slightly possible, and I wonder, why on earth do you want to fill childish heads with such foolishness and amusements when there are far more logical ways for one to take their leave? And so, for your edification and enjoyment, I have prepared for you some alternative ways that Marvin Mooney might exit the domicile of a certain individual who had a very large hand. Marvin Mooney, it's time for you to go. You can go by brick, one of those small rectangular objects that are used in architectural endeavors and in building wells. You could go by brick. Just slather yourself on there with a butter knife and then throw that brick quite hard. Go by car. This is an excellent idea, as cars will actually transport you from one place to another. Perhaps this car's name is Bert. Perhaps he is an artificially intelligent automobile that enjoys solving crimes. Perhaps he has a cousin, a black Camaro, born in 1982, with a red light that goes Bert, though, he is a white station wagon. And he will very happily take you wherever you want to go, just so long as he has the opportunity to write tickets for people who jaywalk or park illegally in restricted zones. You could go by banana. Now, this is my particular favorite. You could just peel the skin back and scoop out the fleshy insides. Don't throw those away, though. They are packed full of important vitamins and delicious minerals. Maybe donate those banana guts to a local soup kitchen first. But then you can squeeze yourself into that empty peel and zip it up. Now, I understand that you may have to take some courses at your local community college to learn how to appropriately install a zipper into a banana peel. While you're there, you may want to take a drama class to learn how to behave in a banana-type manner. But then you can step right into that banana peel and zip it up. You can zip it up real good. Just make sure to watch out for tarantulas, because a tarantula will bite your face. Perhaps you could go by peacock feather. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous. However, I believe that if you try real hard, you can very likely find yourself a scientist who has questionable ethics and a fascination with shrinking things into very small sizes. So what I recommend is that you prepare an envelope ahead of time that is addressed and already stamped with the appropriate postage. Put a peacock feather inside that envelope, and then you go to that scientist lab. You just behave in your mischievous manner and engage in all sorts of shenanigans, and I'm certain that that shrink ray will eventually find its way, pointed at you, and activated so that you become ever so minuscule, small enough to ride the peacock feather inside that envelope, which has now already been addressed and stamped. Simply have someone seal it up and mail you on out. There are all sorts of other options that Dr. Seuss could have provided for Marvin Mooney to make his way without having to make up silly words. But what do I know? I'm just a potato.